Hey guys, I'm Marshall. I'm the owner of Going Gear. I'm here in our store in Smyrna, Georgia. And today we're going to take a look at the Zero Tolerance 0450 designed by Dmitry Sinkevich. Alright, so let's take a closer look at the 0450. So this is a production version of an award-winning knife, the 0454, also designed in collaboration with Dmitry Sinkevich, but it being a zero tolerance limited edition knife, it was hard to get initially because they made a limited quantity of them, and demand is always super high for those. And secondary prices went crazy immediately. They're still pretty high, so they designed a couple of production versions of that knife, the 0450 and the 0452 CF. So here are the two knives. I'll do a separate review on the 452 CF just so you can see it up close and get all the details of it. But just to give you an idea of the size difference, one of the first things I noticed about the 450 is it's kind of on the small side for zero tolerance, and that's nice. You've got places that have the blade length restrictions. Some people like to carry smaller knives. They like the gentleman carry knives. They want to have something that looks a little bit sleeker and nicer, and this is a great option for that. And it still has the zero tolerance quality, so it's still made in the U.S., still has a lifetime warranty, still using great materials, super durable, very burly knife. Just a little bit smaller than the rest of the line. So it's kind of cool to see them branching out, making other stuff, and here's a couple of their new knives. But again, we'll go over the carbon fiber one a little bit more in depth in another video. So let's take a look at the different parts of the 450. Let's actually close it back up. So this being a zero tolerance Kershaw Kai product, it's a flipper. They have a lot of flippers. A lot of people, they look at the Kershaw line and the zero tolerance line, and they say, man, there's a lot of flippers in there. And, being a retailer, that's honestly where we see a lot of the market going. People just like flippers. I like flippers. Most of the knives I carry are flippers. They're easy to open. They open really reliably, especially when they have that KVT ball bearing system in there. So it's just a really smooth action. Even when you move it like that, you can feel the smoothness of the ball bearings in there. So it opens up nice and reliably. It has a good detent in there. So some knives where you push on it, it kind of just goes open a little bit. You have to get the wrist action, but this one you don't. So the detent, you put a little bit of action on there, and it fires nice and reliably. I've been playing with this knife for a little while, actually quite a bit, and I haven't had it not completely reliably fire. So it's nice to see how good the action is on it. Super quick, super reliable. So they made some nice touches on this one. So one of the things you can see back here on the back, the standoffs, they've got the anodized red. They're doing that on some of their knives for the Kershaw red. Looks pretty cool. You get this all brushed titanium and stainless steel knife, and then they add in accents like that. It's nice to see stuff like that. Got that nice ZT pocket clip on there. You can take that and put it on the other side if you want. It's not a 4-position clip, but you can put it on either side if you prefer to have it in the other orientation. Polished pivot hardware, nice little touch that they put on there. The steel that they did on this is S35VN. So a lot of the knives they had come out this year, actually I think all the knives they had come out this year were all S35VN because it's a fantastic steel, great edge retention, great corrosion resistance, just really good properties. And from what I hear, it's a lot easier for them to get compared to M390 and the other steels, or some of the other steels that are in really high demand. So S35VN, fantastic steel, and the manufacturer can provide a lot of it to zero tolerance. So hopefully they'll keep on using this so they can keep us with a steady supply of these knives. Because it's really nice to see them producing great knives, but if we can't get them and we can't sell them to you, you guys can't get them in your hands. That definitely isn't the best situation. So it's nice to see them switch to a steel that they can get a little bit more readily. So you got the titanium on there. Actually, I haven't talked about the specs. That's usually one of the first things I talk about in these videos. So let's talk about the specs. Let me look over my computer screen. All right, so we got S35VN. We already talked about that. Titanium stone-washed handle on there. Blade length 3.25 inches. You got a closed length of 4.1 inches. Overall length is 7.4 inches and 2.9 ounces. So again, kind of on the small, light side for zero tolerance. A lot of their knives are the 3.5, 4-inch blade length, and a little bit bigger and burly knives. This is smaller, it's sleeker, got a really good look to it. They went in a really good direction with these. And I can tell you the day we got him in, we actually sold every single one of them, and actually borrowed this from a customer to do this video. So the demand on these is really, really high. You can tell that Zero Tolerance did a good job on them just by how excited people are about them. I'm excited about it. It's a really cool little knife. So kind of turn it around, show you all the different parts. Actually zoom in so you can see everything up close a little bit better. So you can see those nice anodized standoffs. There's your pocket clip. Got that titanium handle. Down in there you can see you've got the adjustable lock bar. So if you're not familiar with that, titanium rubbing against that hardened stainless steel, sometimes it can get a little bit of a wear, so you get a little bit of travel in the lock bar. So you've got that hardened stainless steel insert down in there that you can actually adjust. So if you ever want to adjust where it hits on right there, you can adjust that. And if you ever get any wear, you can adjust it just so it has a perfect locks up there right in the middle. And of course, this being a Zero Tolerance straight from the factory, it's perfect. Has a great edge on it. No blade travel, no lateral, no horizontal blade travel. Locks up really, really well. You got that nice centered lockup. They always do a really good job. I haven't seen anything come out of the factory from them that wasn't just a perfect specimen of a knife. Which you can probably tell because I do a lot of Zero Tolerance videos. I'm a big fan of their products and their quality control and the quality and the designs. All big reasons around why I like them so much. Nice little subtle marking that they have on there. So instead of doing the laser engraving that they do on a lot of knives, it's actually engraved into the titanium. It says Zero Tolerance. So that's kind of cool. Do a nice subtle look to it. Not a whole lot of markings on this. Even the markings that they do have that are laser engraved on the blade, you can see they're all relatively subtle. They keep it, not huge markings across there. Not real big obvious things. No big logos across there. So it's kind of nice. Really sleek, clean look. They did a great job with this one. All right, there you go. That is the Zero Tolerance 0450, designed in collaboration with Dmitry Sinkevich. Very, very cool little knife. They did a great job on this one. If you like it, you can buy it from us at goinggear.com. Again, this is not a limited edition knife. This is a production model, so even if we run out of it, which we did, again, the first day we got it, we'll get these back in pretty quickly, and we'll be able to keep on restocking on these. So when you see it run out, this is something we'll be able to get again. All right, that's it. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, Marshall from Going Gear here in our store in Smyrna.